brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. And off we go from Soldier Field. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Gonna throw right away. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. A pickup there of 13. It's good for a Falcon first down. 13 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big game, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
19 Tigers.
From the gun, it's Penix. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but like, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On third down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Not only do they convert on fourth down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25. Robinson.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, here's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal?
70 Lion, 18 Rebel, 18 Rebel.
Here's Penix. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little. And come away with an early lead.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Hey, volunteer.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wait a sec. LeBron, slam left. Go, LeBron.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams, and that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got a man, and that's DJ Moore. And he's going to have the Bears first down as the defense nowhere to be found. They picked up 20 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They face 2nd down and 7. operating from the shotgun. It's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Oh. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Now Matthew Wright to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead.
Falcons 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So after 1, 7-3 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 11. Shotgun. It's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Third and 11. From the gun, here is Penix. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Here's first and 10.
And the Falcon first down.
Let's go.
Now Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
run over center with Robinson. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
London brought in motion. On second down, Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
Watch the eyes of this quarterback. Like, he understands as he goes from his first to his second read, there's no reason to force something downfield. Check the ball down, get it in the hands of your running back, and pick up a positive play.
On first down, it's Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First and goal.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal. At the Bears' 6-yard line.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Rambler, 18 Rambler. Dragon 60.
Penix gonna throw again. That one, take it in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Falcons are on top. It's now 10-7.
10. Bears 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready, set.
The drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Ready, set.
They'll stay on the ground. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Finding space at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown Bears. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the lefty panics on first down. This is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. Good blocking, and he's in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
This one taken at the 7. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Bears. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Here we go. 79.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Jonathan Grenard in for the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Working across the field. He's going to find more. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's his third catch of this first half, and it's good enough for a first down.
7-yard line.
Now give on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On third down, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quickly, he hits Loveland on the RPO. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They will run it over center with Hall. He'll be brought down inside the 25. Devin White had time on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's Williams. He's got Loveland free left side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Here we go. We got Biggie Frosty. Biggie Frosty.
Throwing is Williams. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keely Ringo.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He fires downfield for Pitts. That's going to wind up incomplete. And not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to have a Bears first down. Take it up to about the 33-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Catch made there, left side by Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 7.
Watch out.
As they try to run it here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That is caught. He finds Walker. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Shotgun snap. And a give to Hall. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
At the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
Now third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll try to run. He gets 3. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. First and goal coming up.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. Moving to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Give up the middle with Hall. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. It's always a little bit of a letdown if you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
After making the field goal, here's Wright now to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
Their own 22-yard line.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
On first down, right back to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Penix. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Ruben hit the line there for the tackle. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's caught. It's Tremble. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Tag. Rambo leading. Cut 19. Cut 19. 19. Tiger. 19. Tiger.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's caught left side by Pitts. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Let's go.
They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
2nd and 5.
Go! Viking 18!
Throwing is Penix. That is caught by the tight end. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point is good. And the Falcons will cut the deficit to 7. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game?
And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Bears first down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Ready, set.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Rodeo. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run. They will take him down for a loss.
And he nearly got 3. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Hornets!
On 3rd down, we're trying to get it on the ground. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
And they'll go down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Here's a design run. This defense backed up, and they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, we'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Chicago.
And that's exactly how you stress all week finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all just seal this victory away.
Makes the score Bears 38, Falcons 24. Matthew Wright set to
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Penix. Right side. Catch made by Dobbs. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Third and 10.
What about this crowd getting even louder before third and 10? Looking to throw. It's Penix. Rolling to the left. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
18 Cardinal.
To throw again, it's Penix. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
A gain of 21 yards.
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Falcon first down. Gonna throw again. That's caught right side. It's London. He's gonna be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
17 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Throwing again, it's Penix. Flushed to his left. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Who's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
He'll buy time left. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a good 3 yards. They get the conversion on 4th and 5. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
19, charge.
From the gun, here is Penix. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, like, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in balance.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They have fought till the end, but still will come up short.
Great job here on 4th and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterback in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
Makes the score Bears.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific